It's officially day 2 of my $100 challenge where I'm going to attempt to turn $100 in a Webull cash account into generational wealth trading options. Yesterday I lost, and for the past 2 years I've been losing. And so what better way to test myself and eventually try and get this thing down by setting myself a challenge, small account to big account, simple as that. Now let's cut to this morning where I had a very sleepy process of trying to figure out if I'm going to take calls or puts and when and where. Enjoy.
Alrighty, welcome back to the challenge. It is day 2. It is 6:24. So market opens up in around 5 minutes and we're taking calls. Market's gonna go up. I got a feeling today. It's day 2 of the $100 challenge. We're gonna be taking calls and hopefully turn that into generational wealth. What am I doing today? Well, it's Thursday. I have no class, no work, absolutely nothing. But I am gonna go over to my buddy's house for one reason. I'm gonna transform his backyard and make something look pretty sick. Not really, I'm just gonna mow it, but that's what I got going on. I got something to occupy my day. Other than that, that's basically it. I need to find a way to get awake because I am tired, really tired. So I'll catch you guys when I have trade results or something interesting to talk about. Yeah. Let go, baby. Woo.
Dr. Pepper, probably the cure to male depression right now, or at least my depression. In terms of things that's interesting I want to talk about, it's a kind of things. You could completely skip ahead and go to this time frame in order to watch the trade review, but I promise this is interesting. So I have to shave my eyebrows on May 20th if I don't reach 1,000 followers on the restaurant's Instagram page in which I work at. I'm a server there, been there for a couple years. It's a great restaurant. Please go follow it. So if you enjoy my content, follow them. You can literally follow it and mute it. I don't care. It's also a competition with 2 of my buddies, so help a brother out if you can. That'd be great. But it's like 2 o'clock right now. Market closed a little bit ago, and I kind of want to just talk about the direction of this channel and trading and where everything's going. Right now, I'm still trading. I want to keep trading. Day trading is great. I love option contracts. I love losing money at this point. But there's been opportunity costs that have been put in front of me that I kind of want to deliberate. And I'm going to deliberate on camera because you guys are going to be the affected. You guys are going to be affected by it. So I trade every morning. I document my trades. I evaluate my trades. I take pride in my trades, even though I suck at it. But I am decreasing size. So if you want to find a trader that's trading millions of dollars and is going to sell you a course and be a guru and sell a Discord and sell signals and not give you the correct signals, feel free to not subscribe to me. But if you want to follow a day trader who cares about not just day trading, but also just being successful in general, no matter the endeavor, subscribe to me. No, I'm just playing. But I am day trading every single morning, but I also am taking a lot more responsibilities on for a couple things. 1 is content, 2 is school, and then 3 is probably more content. I have to run the Instagram for my restaurant. I am doing summer classes because I want to graduate early. I'm doing this YouTube channel. I'm doing other things. And then on top of that, I still want to practice trading, backtest, like paper trade, do whatever I want, and hopefully become good at this to where that's my financial freedom. And if that's not my financial freedom, then trading would be, or content would be, or maybe a job in the corporate world using my degree. We'll see what happens. But as much as losing my trades is getting me in a bad mood, I did have a good event today happen. Yesterday, I was registering for classes, and basically I wasn't able to get into a class because the class filled up way too quick. And I messaged my advisor. I was like, hey, if I don't get in this class, I literally can't take 3 classes. And here's the thing about University of Washington. It's a quarter system. You take 3 classes per quarter. Guess what? Even if you were to register for 2 classes, it would cost you the same amount of money as 3 would. So if I'm not taking 3 classes, I'm not taking any classes at all because that's just wasting my money. So I didn't get into this class. And if I didn't get into this class, I'm kind of cooked if I want to get into 3 classes. I was like, all right, if I'm not going to take this class, I'm not going to take any. And it kind of sucks because it means I have to be in school for longer. Well, my advisor texted me this morning saying, hey, I can get you registered into the class right now if you want. And I literally was sitting there in my bed going like this. Yes, let's go. So for the summer quarter, I will be taking, what's this class called again? T-Banlet 433. Programming for data analytics. In short, a lot of Excel spreadsheets, which is good for a data analytics minor and a finance major. So hopefully that'll be useful to me. I just wanted to share some good news about my life because recently losing trades and doing all this just sounds like a whole lot of so yeah, I'm gonna do the trade review now. I've yapped it long enough and I've probably lost enough viewers. So trade review time. It's getting bad, boys. It's getting real atrocious here. Dr. Pepper for the lads. Glorious. So day number 2 on this 100-day challenge is kind of a representation of why the hell I chose to only do $100. One, option contracts have very low barriers to entry in terms of trading. They have contracts ranging from thousands of dollars contracts all the way to you could buy a contract for literally $1. It's not going to move as much, but you can still buy it. So the kind of general, really cool price that I like to call my happy medium is around a $20 or $30 contract. Now, we all know how option contracts work. You put the calls, put the puts, ups and downs, and you have expiration dates. At the core of trading, if your chart is going sideways and not picking a direction, no matter what, you're still gonna lose. And that's kind of what happened today. That's nasty. So let's look over this trade real quick and just show how sad this is. We opened this morning with a 1.82 gap to the upside. So it's a decent sized gap, but not large enough to make that much of a difference. We opened at we opened at previous sessions VWAPs middle, and we'd opened at the we opened at the first deviation of lower VWAP on the weekly time frame. So in the general basis, you could say that there's reasons for it to go up and there's reasons for it to go down. So I decided to take calls in the sense that it's the same thing as yesterday. Yesterday was a big calls day, so we ended up having a large rise to the upside. So I was like, all right, let's follow a little bit of trend here. So I took calls. Didn't work because we took calls right at the open, seeing that there wasn't really much floor to be made at the start of the market because of yesterday's big up rise at the very end of the market. So we took calls at open, and even if I were to take calls anywhere else, the only time I would have been able to take calls and be profitable is around 10:30. And from there, those contracts are depleting so fast. So at the end of the day, the chart went sideways. I didn't make money, and I lost the trade. Ended up knocking myself for a 50% loss. And yeah, that's the trade. We ended up losing. It was glorious. Not really. It wasn't glorious at all. Because, I mean, for crying out loud, we reached third deviation at like 10:30. The only way you would have made money is if you took calls right there. And you probably wouldn't even have made that much anyway because it took so long for it to reach a substantial growth. So, live and you learn. What are you going to do about it? Absolutely nothing. Just move on with my day and get ready to take a trade tomorrow. Now, what am I doing to mitigate my losses? Well, mitigation is one thing that I'm not really doing much. I'm lowering my position size and I'm mitigating my losses by lowering the position size. But I'm taking a class right now. It's called Predictive Analytics. And in that class, there's a software where basically you just upload a bunch of data and you can basically find correlation and see if an indicator and that indicator mashed together creates some sort of high probability chance of a winning trade. Now, you do have to have subjective factors and you have to have a lot of like sort of nuances in the creation of the data analytics like run through, but that's something I'm working on. And if it were to work, I'll theoretically have generational wealth. If it doesn't work, well, it was worth a shot. So that is what it is. That's basically it. That's the trade for the day. I don't really got much going on. It's Thursday, so I'm not going to film it all. But what I'm going to do is film the intro to the video and then edit the video, upload it, schedule it, and we'll be good to go. So I'll see y'all in the next video. Have a great trading day. And this is the last trading day of the week. So I have to figure out something to upload tomorrow. So yeah, peace. Bye-bye.